Hi, welcome. I'm Dr. Alex Forsyth. I use she, her pronouns. I'm one of the staff psychologists at the UK Counseling Center. And I thought today I would do a mindful eating exercise and talk about mindfulness as it relates to eating. And so before we jump into that, I want to share with you a little bit about what mindfulness is. So mindfulness is paying attention to the present moment without judgment. So paying attention means focusing your energy and effort in the present moment. So that means really grounding yourself to the right here, right now experience. It's not reflecting on the past and it's not reflecting on the future. It's what is happening right now in this moment. And then without judgment means essentially not labeling your experience as good or bad, like so often our minds tend to do. And so it's just noticing that, being present with that, and not making any sort of judgment with it. So one of the things that we often do is eat mindlessly. And so today I'm going to help you walk through with you what it looks like to start to be more mindful when you're eating. I want you to think about maybe the last meal that you ate. Did you notice and were you fully present with that, with the experience and the sensations and your feelings and your thoughts as you were, eating that last thing that you did? Or were you maybe watching TV and just eating it without even any awareness? We often do that with a lot of our daily things, daily tasks that we go through. So let's focus a little bit today on doing it with food. So for this exercise, you're going to need about 3 of the same things. And so typically I would do this with raisins, but we're in the middle of a pandemic and I don't really want to go, out into a grocery store right now. So I picked something that I have around my house. Tootsie Rolls, big fan of Tootsie Rolls. And for you, it could be raisins, it could be candy, it could be chips, but have it be something that you can actually, hold with one hand and that you can really examine and explore. And so that might be a good guide for you to figure out what to go and grab as you're doing this exercise. So as you're doing that, I'm just going to go ahead and unwrap 3 of these Tootsie Rolls so that I have them ready for this exercise. And so first, hopefully you've got your three pieces here. I'm just going to ask you to take one and just go ahead and eat it, just like you usually do. Now take another. Hold it in your hand, and I want you to really examine it. Attend to the outside of it. The shape of it. The color of it. And the size of it. I want you to grab the other and hold it next to one another and let's compare it together. Notice the similarities. The differences. And the uniqueness of each. Now drop one and just pick up, keep holding the other one. and attend to the tactile experience of it. How does it feel? Roll it between your fingers. Notice the texture of it. The pliability of it. Are you able to bend it or not? How that is. The stickiness of it. The way that it responds to heat, to pressure, and to the moisture from your fingers. Listen to the sound of it as you roll it between your fingers. Now place it in your mouth. But don't chew it yet. Roll it around. Put it under your tongue. Between your teeth and your lips. Between the teeth and your cheeks. And as you're doing that, attend to the tactile experience of it. And as you're doing that, maybe use your tongue and your teeth to be able to attend to that more specifically. And when you're ready, go ahead and eat it. Notice how it tastes whenever you're chewing it. How it feels in your teeth as you're chewing it. Even the sound of you chewing. And then I kind of want you to notice like the sensations of swallowing it as you're doing that. And now I'm going to ask you to pick up the other one. Pop it in your mouth. And let's start chewing it together. Chew it as many times as you can. Is the flavor different this time? The tactile sensation, even from one moment to the next. Keep chewing. Maybe even notice the desire to swallow even as you're chewing it. And when you can no longer chew anymore, I'm going to ask you to swallow it. So now I encourage you to take time to just reflect on how that experience was. Was that different than how you typically eat? Did you notice different thoughts and feelings show up as you were doing this? Did you learn anything new about that food that, you typically eat? Did you learn anything new about it today in this exercise? And so this is just a gentle, reminder, a nice exercise to really practice mindfulness and eating. So I encourage you to do this as time goes on, and you can do this with a lot of different things. So thanks for joining me today. Take care.